Good evening. I'm Mark Stewart, President and CEO of the San Diego Foundation. On behalf of the entire foundation staff, we're so pleased to be here to celebrate our 2021 scholarship recipients. This is an event that many of us look forward to each year. For us, this is a night of making dreams come true. And those dreams do not belong solely to the scholarship awardees, but also to their families, teachers, coaches, mentors, advisors, counselors, and friends who shared and supported those dreams too. Congratulations to everyone. The San Diego Foundation's vision is for a region that is distinguished by its just, equitable, and resilient communities. Providing scholarships is a key component to see that vision become real. Your dreams of getting to college are shared by all of us who know that an educated and informed
Pero
community
no sé
is
cuándo
one
va a
that
ser
seeks opportunities whereby everyone has the chance to thrive, prosper, and feel like they belong right here. I want to share something from my college days, which started about 35 years ago next month. I attended a college where the president finished every speech and talk to the student body with the same charge to all of us. I think he did it because he wanted to make sure we never forgot those words. I consider what he said to all of us every single day. While I'll only have this one opportunity to share his words with you, I hope you'll remember this simple charge and carry it with you as you begin the next great adventure in your life. This college president finished every talk by saying to all of us, remember, students, that your best days have yet to be. Your best days have yet to be. I'm confident that everything provided to you by your families, mentors, teachers, and advisors have laid the strongest possible foundation for a future with countless possibilities. All of us at the San Diego Foundation are so proud of your achievements and we'll be watching your future success. Most importantly, we'll be waiting for you to graduate and decide to make your home and life in San Diego County to fulfill those dreams and ensure a clear and bright pathway for all of the scholarship recipients who will follow you. Now, I'd like to introduce you to our new chair of the San Diego Foundation's Board of Governors, Steve Klosterman. Steve is someone I know who believes deeply in the power of college scholarships to transform a young person's life trajectory. Steve.
Thank you very much, Mark. Well, welcome, scholars, and congratulations to you and your families. And thank you, donors, for supporting these wonderful scholars. Just some quick numbers. College grads have average annual earnings about double what high school graduates do, and their unemployment rate is about half of the unemployment rate for high school grads. But college isn't just about the money. Education enhances the overall quality of your life well beyond money. We live in an age of lifelong learning, and college will help you with that. And you know what? It's a lot of fun. You're going to have a lot of fun, learn from your fellow students, and embrace what will likely be some of the best years of your life. And with that, again, congratulations, and I'd like you to enjoy these video messages from some of our college scholarship recipients.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I am extremely grateful to be a recipient of this scholarship.
College has been my biggest dream.
This scholarship will help me focus more on my studies rather than finding time to work.
Your generosity means that now I will be the first one in my family to pursue higher education.
I'm the first in my family to go to college straight out of high school.
As somebody who comes from a former homeless background, I cannot express how important this is for me and my family.
I'm looking forward to doing my best for the other foster students who feel as though they don't belong in a university, because I know I didn't.
I have big ambitions and I'll be sure to accomplish every single one of them.
I hope to one day work as a chemical engineer.
I will continue to work hard, giving 100%.
My family and I are very thankful for this scholarship opportunity.
This means the world to me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'm really thankful. And yeah, thank you so much.
Well, it's a little hard to follow that video, so give me a moment to compose myself, please. The wonderful thing about college scholarships is it's all about making dreams come real. And so that last great video, I think we saw some amazing dreams that are just on the precipice of becoming real. And while it's easy for me to cheerlead for this great program and to offer welcoming comments from the San Diego Foundation's leadership, really there's one person who just makes it all work, and that is our incredible ringleader for all of our college scholarship programs, and that is Danielle Valenciano. Danielle has been in this position for almost 7 years and has been at the foundation for almost 11 years. And if there is any time someone who is perfectly set up to be in just the right position, doing the very best work that that person could possibly be doing, that's Danielle Valenciano. And if I don't share too much, and what's so incredible about Danielle is she's been maintaining and growing this program all while working in her garage for the last 16 months. So please let me turn to Danielle Valenciano, who is remarkable in so many ways. Danielle. And Danielle, you're on mute.
Thank you, of course. Thank you, Mark, for that wonderful introduction. I was going to say you blew my cover. I have this nice background right now. No one knows I'm in my garage. What I wanted to say was that that video that you just saw, that's a compilation of the thank you videos that we started this year. They're brand new. And so I wanted to thank all of our recipients for doing these videos, and donors. This is our way of, in lieu of having any kind of in-person event, this was as close as we could get for our students to be able to actually directly communicate with you. So I think they came out really nicely. We're very happy for that. And we wanted to thank our students. This morning, we had a number of students come by at an outdoor venue to collect lunch and take pictures. And so it was really, really nice meeting so many recipients this morning. In a COVID world, this was the best that we could do. We hope to get back to normal and have actual in-person events the following years, but I'm grateful for what we've been able to do so far. So as Mark said, I'm Danielle Valenciano. I'm the scholarships director. Joining me are Jessica Hasso. Jessica, if you want to just kind of show yourself really quick. She is our specialist. She works with our volunteers and manages our online application. Also joining me is Melanie Mashburn for our recipients. She is your point person. She is the one who will be paying you. So if you have her email, please make sure you have it on hand, because she'll be dealing with your schools and with you to make sure you're paid on time. I also want to introduce, they're not on today, I wanted to make sure you knew their names. Michelle Jaramillo, she's our Director of Education Initiatives, and Cecilia Morales, our Specialist for Education Initiatives. Together, they work with the Community Scholars Initiative program, and together, our team and their team, we work together in providing scholarships to first-generation students. I'll be providing a little bit more information about this program in a few minutes. To our donors, our students and families, we're so happy to be able to serve you through this program as we continue providing students millions in funding each year. Next slide, please. So the San Diego Foundation, our program was established in 1997 with 21 funds, and in its first year awarded 35 scholarships. So we are now the largest provider of scholarships in San Diego County. And in the past 22 years, we've awarded more than 35 million to thousands of students. Our strategic plan, we have a new one that launched this summer where we value all people, all partners, and our region. There's 4 pillars to this plan. The one most relevant to the scholarships program is fostering equity of opportunity. We will increase access and resources for San Diegans facing barriers to realizing full and healthy lives. Education is one of the most important resources we have to help our local students. I think we've always kind of had this philosophy in mind with this program, but now it's actually here and in writing and supported by staff and our board. Our ultimate program goals as we continue to grow and adapt to community needs, we recognize and champion the importance of advancing educational equity. We do so by collectively focusing our efforts on first generation, low income, and underrepresented students. As you can see here on our cover page, we provided scholarships to 1,025 students, more than 3.4 million, and 69% are considered first generation students. Thanks, Jenny. Next slide. There's another slide, a few slides prior to that, where it says a closer look at 2021. While she's pulling that up, I'm happy to summarize some of this information for you. So this year was a pretty amazing year, and we want to recognize our incredible recipients. We are so proud of your accomplishments, and we want to wish you and your families all the best as you enter school this fall. We truly, truly applaud you. So to summarize, we had 145 scholarships we offered this year, and our scholarships cover any type of post-secondary schooling, 4-year community college, technical and graduate schools. We also have scholarships for adults who want to re-enter post-secondary learning. Our stats, as I mentioned before, we had 1,025 unique recipients. We provided, though, 1,236 awards. So some of our recipients received more than one award. And this was for a total of $3,467,599. We definitely are very specific to the dollar here. 41% of our awards are multi-year, meaning that students who receive these awards can often get them renewed throughout their college career without having to reapply every year. They just have to show us their transcript and show their GPA. So we want to make it as easy as possible. Demographics, 69% of our awardees are considered first generation. 96% are considered low to middle income. 64% are considered underrepresented populations, so 48% Latino Hispanic. We try very hard to mimic the actual population demographics of San Diego County. And then 53% of our awardees are enrolled in a college readiness program. This is really important. As we track student progress and graduation rates, we want to see if there's a correlation here between students who graduate and how many of them have been enrolled in these college readiness programs in high school and junior high. As I mentioned, we provide scholarships to any type of post-secondary. 826 students or more than are attending a 4-year university, and more than 100 are attending community college. Next slide. So I wanted to talk a little bit about our Community Scholars Initiative. This is the program that my 2 colleagues, Michelle Jaramillo and Cecilia Morales, work together with us on. This is a targeted grant program that aims to increase community philanthropy. It's focused on college access and attainment among students of greatest need in San Diego and in the region. It also equips the foundation over the term of this grant with the tools to be community leaders for strategic need-based scholarships in this region. It does this in 2 ways. One, it provides scholarships to students enrolled in our partner college readiness program. So this year, our partners include Reality Changers, the Barrio Logan College Institute, Mana de San Diego, and our newest partner, Urban League. And then these partners also receive grant support from the Community Scholars Initiative. So this program launched in 2017, and since then, it's provided 340 first-generation students from low-income families and underrepresented communities over $802,000 in scholarships. And it's also provided community-based partners more than $200,000 in grants to support these vital college readiness programs. Last year, the Community Scholars Initiative awarded more than $112,000 in scholarships to 74 eligible high school seniors from across the county. These scholarships average $2,500 each. Next slide, please. Last summer, we recognized a need for emergency funding for students since it forced so many students to leave their dorms or their on-campus jobs. We decided it was time to establish an emergency fund, which we named Stay the Course. A number of donors came together and last year provided more than $40,000 in emergency funding for things like rent, food, and car repairs. This year, we are using our funding and we're partnering with Computers to San Diego Kids, who are able to provide 100 computers at a very low cost to students, which we're covering. We are just beyond excited to be able to provide this essential need of technology to these students. Next slide. In summary, both our traditional donor advised scholarships and our Community Scholars Initiative work to provide much needed financial assistance and increase the numbers of first generation low income and underrepresented students attending and ultimately graduating from college. This year, we had nearly 60 volunteers help us make selections for nearly 700 recipients. This program could not exist without your help. So from the bottom of our hearts, we are so grateful to your dedication to this program. And finally, we want to thank you, the donors, for your continued generosity. This pandemic has illuminated many pressing needs for students. Again, things like the basics, food, housing, transportation, technology, and you have truly stepped up. You've recognized this and have given more than any other year. We are so, so appreciative of you for this. So again, congratulations to all of our students. And now I would like to introduce one of our two student speakers. So we have two student speakers today. Our first is a recent graduate of La Jolla Country Day School, Ainoa Leal. She's a dedicated advocate for diversity, equity, and inclusion as a leader in the Spectrum Alliance Group and the Student Diversity Leadership Committee at the local private school. The same dedication is also reflected in her volunteer work as a mentor for Mana de San Diego's Hermanitas mentorship program, where she gives back a bit of privilege and opportunity that they've experienced as a program mentee. So please join me in welcoming Ainoa.
Hi, good afternoon all. My name is Ainoa Leal and I'm a recent graduate of La Jolla Country Day School. And I plan to attend Grossmont College and major in cross-media journalism with plans to transfer to a four-year institution in the future. Outside of school, I'm a part of the San Diego Youth Symphony as Violin 1, and I'm also a recent graduate of Barrio Logan College Institute and the Mana de San Diego Hermanitas program. After college, I hope to work in film and media as a TV and film producer to uplift Latinx and LGBTQ voices within television and film spaces. I'm here today to talk a little bit about myself and the experience and knowledge I have gained being a part of Barrio Logan College Institute and Hermanitas and how they shaped me into who I am now. To begin, I would like to share one of the most valuable experiences that I took away from both programs, which is to never challenge your worth. As I mentioned, I attended La Jolla Country Day School, a school where mainly white, affluent students attend. My freshman year at Country Day came with a set of challenges that I never knew I would face. I remember my first week breaking down, confused and uneasy, and having my parents come to school to comfort me. And my parents later explained to me what I was experiencing, which was culture shock. Culture shock is the feeling of disorientation experienced by someone who is suddenly subjected to an unfamiliar culture or way of life. And the culture shock that I felt at school was that all my friends' families had gone to college and they were continuing that path. But for me, I felt ostracized because I knew I was the first in my family to go to college and I was new to the college application process. However, I was extremely fortunate to have a school that went into detail about the college process, plus the additional help from BLCI and MANA, and for that, I will always be thankful. When the time came to start college applications, the anxiety and excitement started to settle. Once I finished with all my applications, I felt accomplished because I put my foot in the door to being the first in my family to go to college. Several months later, I heard from my first school, DePaul University, which was my top choice school. I remember sitting at the lunch tables doing work, and I opened my email to see that early action decisions had been released. I quickly went to check my DePaul College portal, and to my excitement, I was accepted. Apart from DePaul, I have also been accepted to Loyola Marymount University and Cal State University Los Angeles and Chapman University, just to name a few. Now that I had different colleges to choose from, I was really eager to choose the different ones I wanted to attend, even though DePaul was my top choice. Between what I had received from schools and financial aid and to what my parents would be able to pay and the scholarships I had received, I started to feel sad and disappointed because I didn't think I was going to be able to afford college. And having knowledge of my situation, my BLCI counselor encouraged me to apply to Grossmont College. She later explained to me that although I wouldn't be attending a big four-year institution, I was still going to college regardless. I reached the goal that she and others were hoping I would achieve. I just happened to take a different route. And this is something I would have also liked to know earlier in my college going journey, which is the availability of community college. And although at the moment it felt like a setback that I wouldn't be able to attend a big university, I'm still eager to say that I will be going to college. I set a new goal for myself, which is to transfer to a UC or CSU school in LA to get into their film and media programs. I realize that my journey is just getting started, and I will make sure to make myself and my community proud. Lastly, I would like to leave you with some advice, which is what I had also experienced, which is to never challenge your worth. As cheesy and cliche as it sounds, it really does hold a lot of truth because once I started to look past this and started to focus on what I did best, I felt better about myself. I slowly stopped caring about what other people thought, and I have been able to find peace within myself. Even though I have not officially started community college, I am excited to see the different options this path will lead me to and help me reach the end goal of being the first in my family to go to college. I would also like to thank BLCI, Mana de San Diego, and the San Diego Foundation for the endless support and opportunities you have offered me. I really can't imagine where I would be now if it weren't for you all, and from the bottom of my heart, I cannot thank you enough. Thank you y muchísimas gracias.
Thank you so much, Ainoa. I really appreciate it. And we have a second speaker. She is a recent graduate of University City High School, Carla Gonzalez. She's a dedicated volunteer for causes both near and far. During her time in high school, she developed leadership skills as president of their chapter of the Operation Smile Club, which is dedicated to providing free surgeries to children around the world with cleft palates and cleft lips. She was also a participant and chair of the Project Ready with Urban League of San Diego, which prepares local students like her for college, work, and life. Please join me in welcoming Carla.
Thank you for the amazing introduction, Ms. Valenciano. Education is a gift that grants knowledge, power, excitement, and happiness. Because of my education, I have the opportunity to reach success and prosperity. Becoming educated has given me the ability to thrive in the world as it enables me to make important decisions. One of these choices is the option to continue my education after high school. I want to attend college because it will successfully prepare me to become a scientific researcher. As an aspiring cancer researcher, college will deepen my understanding of interesting subjects such as biology, biochemistry, and scientific writing. Concurrently, involving myself in undergraduate research will prepare me for future research opportunities, ultimately permitting my education to become a gateway towards helping the millions of people who are affected by cancer. I aspire to find a cure for cancer and make it affordable for many minorities and low-income families who may not have the available means to obtain proper treatment. Additional years of learning will also provide a chance for me to emerge out of my cocoon and become the confident butterfly that I am destined to be. Education is timeless, and as a lover of learning, I will not limit myself or my potential. Despite various setbacks throughout my high school career and the college process, I graduated with an exceptional GPA and a plan for college. The key was remaining confident in my abilities and hopeful in my future. Initially, it became difficult to maintain a positive attitude and a high self-esteem due to countless rejections. Nevertheless, my mom reminded me that when one door of opportunity closes, it means that something greater is meant for me. Keeping this mindset, I decided to continue applying for scholarships and working diligently to write phenomenal college essays. My education became a priority, and I was not going to allow a few obstacles to stop me from achieving my career goals. Both the Urban League of San Diego County and the San Diego Foundation value the power of education as much as I do. By virtue of their support, I had the opportunity to attend the University of California, Davis as a biological sciences major. As a first-generation low-income Latina student, I want to personally thank these two organizations for all their help and support throughout the college process and beyond. As part of the Project Ready program with the Urban League of San Diego County, I became mentally and emotionally prepared for the challenges that college will present. For example, Project Ready has encouraged me to have confidence in my potential and grandeur, specifically by having us recite the I am excellent affirmation at the beginning of every virtual meeting. The San Diego Foundation has been just as helpful by selecting me to be a recipient for their Community Scholars Initiative Scholarship. Financial stability is a challenge that constantly plagues my family, so I'm beyond grateful for the ability to pay for college and continue my education. Just as I was able to persist through numerous rejections, future scholarship applicants should seek to do the same. I advise students to persevere through those initial challenges because the final victories and successes make it all worthwhile. In fact, the journey itself will teach valuable lessons and will allow for the development of an amazing and strong individual. This celebration is simply a reminder that there will always exist a kind person who recognizes one's potential and chooses to provide support. In today's world, any obstacle is breakable, any goal is reachable, and any dream is possible. Thank you for listening and having me here today.
Thank you again, Carla, so much. Mark, I will leave it to you.
Well, once again, I am closing out this event and doing so on the heels of some incredible speakers. And there's not a whole lot to say, but to thank you all for being here. First, thank you to Danielle, Jessica, and Melanie. You are the scholarship dream team, literally and figuratively. And thank you for all that you've done for the 2021 scholarship recipients and those who will come after them. To Anoa and to Carla, wow. Listening to you both has me just so excited for our future, and we wish you all the very, very best. Steve Klosterman, thank you for your leadership of our Board of Governors and for your commitment to our scholarship program as a vital part of our strategic plan and really about the essence of our of all that we do at the San Diego Foundation. And finally, I want to say thank you to our scholarship donors. You fuel the ambition of young people and adults who wish to change their lives through higher education, and we just simply could not do this without you. Thank you for the investments that you have made to enable these bright young people like Anoa and Carla to seek their dreams. So thank you all very much, and we wish you the very, very best. Good night.